Well, once upon a time there was the stm8s103 microcontroller, and I would like to have it played a melody on a speaker when pressing a button. So first I used ChatGPT to generate my code, but it got very messy and lots of problems, whatever. Then I took a license to Claude, and there is a very big difference. Claude is very, very good at it, although you have to adjust sometimes some things. But now if I press the button, I asked Claude when a button is pressed to play Daddy Jacob, Father Jacob, what it's called, Father John, I think. And well, it did. Just give up which pin is the button connected to, which pin is the speaker connected to. And then it generates it. It's unbelievable. Well, I'm using an old microcontroller, the stm8s103. It's over there. But I like it, but you can do it with every controller, whatever. This is my project file. And one of those files is this one, in which I describe the communication with Claude. The prompt. This is all in Dutch, so you can't read it, but I have to ask a prompt. First I have to say, Claude, report my semi-RTOS operating system I invented myself. It is stored on my computer with this ID, hvw202604211313, and you can find here a description. It's very simple, but it's very robust, and it works fine. Then the second step is the source code structure. I want how Claude makes the source code look like in another document, and it's here, where I describe how I want to be, that the variables look like, how the layout is, etc., etc. And this is the result of a source code. It is unbelievable. I say to Claude, I want the function name in capitals above, between those 60 lines. These lines are 60 equal signs. I want spaces between everything. I want spaces, even a space in front of the semicolon, spaces between everything. The way I want to call variables, 8-bit variable is called unsigned 08. It is unbelievable that Claude does this. It's so nice. Even at the top of the program, it describes, I want this on every source code, C and .h file, but Claude also comments how it's my melody program, how it has done this. It is unbelievable. But I give Claude my header file. I created myself about a few things. Claude uses this exactly as I want, and finally generates the working program. It is unbelievable. For those who are interested, this is my communication with Claude, this file. It's in Dutch, but I will translate it. Describe the program structure I want. It's C code. Use Pascal type. That means variables start always with a, like this one, U8 in triplets, and the first start with underscore, how you do, a small character, and then lower character, and all the rest in upper characters, lower characters, upper characters. Well, it's a little bit fuzzy what I'm talking, but Okay, it's just an overview. Use tabs between in the code, not spaces. Add an extra line after each line of code. So there you have the spaces between all the code lines. Use character line feed as a returns. Claude generates only line feed, but my development environment expects character return line feed. Function names and variable names always in English. Command always in Dutch. Use all the triplets in variable names, like write buffer index, capital W, capital B, capital I. All variables types have a prefix. A-bit types are called U08 and unsigned, and signed are SU8. That is declared here, unsigned. U, otherwise signed. Put a command line above each code line. That's what I like. I do not read the code, I read the command. The command should be written in Dutch. Each command should be an explanation of the code below. Each function has its own function header. If the function is called the train has arrived, then make it the train has arrived. Claude does this exactly. Function name, okay. When a function returns a variable, it should be a U08 or a U16, unsigned 32, a boolean or a structure, or pointers to those. Pointer to a bit value, 16-bit value, etc., etc. Accolades, I don't call it in English, that are these things, opening braces, I think they call it. How put it, closing in if statements, do if, else, whatever. If you have an if statement, at the end of the if statement, place text // with else // else, so I know the closing brace what function it has is closing it. Spaces of everything, space everything like this. Just don't do it this way, but do it this way. Comma, oh yeah, spaces between one space because in front of the closing semicolon, breaks, text, tabs in commands, case everything, decorations. My default decorations used or not used are this way, import structure, blah, 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 blah. Enums, how I want to enum always T, capital T-E, and then sys control state machine state. And then these are the enums example, the header of a file example. Then my abbreviations of the triplets I use in variable and function names, and in variable names only. So I made a list. Nib is, for example, a nibble, means a nibble, NXT means next, etc., etc. If else. On the if the train has arrived, and then on the else, set the text, if the train has not arrived. So I know what the else condition is meant. Empty file, header file, if def and if include absolute header files, not relative. Not these, but this one. Header files, naming conventions, static uint 8. Oh yeah, Claude. No, it was not Claude. It was ChatGPT that made this error. It mixed up the function, the variable types and names. So this is not for Claude, but anyway, it can't do any harm. This is the main header. Project defines .h. Use this as a main included in all header files. Carries line feed as end. Interpretation. Do not generate own interpretations, but do exactly what is written in this. What I advise Claude to do. Don't do any own interpretations. Well, this is just a little interpretation or documentation how to communicate with Claude. Thanks for watching. Well, I must make a final comment. If I look at this code, this is generated by Claude. On the first side, I say, I have written it. This is just the way I always write my code. So I can't believe that isn't created by myself. It is created by Claude. So for me, it's unbelievable that you can have a kind of twin brother or sister in coding. Unbelievable.